Hello there. This is going to be a fairly short one today, I think. Um, Surprise, surprise, the public's confidence in governments in many countries is at an all-time low. Who'd have thought it? Amazing. But I'm being sarcastic, of course, in case you hadn't realized, but you probably have. Um, there was an interesting thing, Davos, uh, earlier this year. They talked about this subject of trusting people, but their take on it is not to be more trustworthy, but to try to convince people that they should be responsible for everything and hold the world, if you like, in trust for everybody else, for the plebs. Basically, they think we shouldn't have the right to control our own lives. So we're too stupid, too dumb, uh, and too irresponsible to be allowed to have freedom of speech, to be allowed to make decisions for ourselves. And we need them to run the world for us because we're just too thick. We're just serfs, really, aren't we? Just a bunch of plebs, and we need these elites, these multi-millionaires and billionaires and captains of industry to pull all the strings behind the facade of politics. And that's all that politics is, really, to be honest with you. If you haven't figured it out by now, then, well, you're a bit late to the game, I think. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter what country you're in, whether it's in the United States, you vote Republican or Democrat, nothing really changes. Um, the people behind this are the lobbyists, and the people behind the lobbyists are the corporate interests. It's all part of a kind of global agenda. So it doesn't matter if you vote red or blue. It's the same. Look at the UK. It doesn't matter whether you voted for Keir Starmer or Rishi Sunak. Both are just talking heads that say nice things. It's the velvet glove around the iron fist. And it's the same here in Ireland. It doesn't matter if you vote for Fianna Fáil or Fine Gael. You get the same result. You get the same BS, the same globalist agenda. And it's the same in virtually every country across the world. It's like a rigged casino game. You put your money on black and red. And you always lose. The house always wins. The only way around this is to change the system. The system is corrupted through and through. And what do you do? Do you have a revolution and get rid of it all, or should the answer be to just bypass the whole system and make the whole laughing match, the whole theatre that we have to go through become an irrelevance? To me, that would be the best solution, because in my opinion, revolutions just lead to more of the same people coming in to replace those that went out the door or who were beheaded or whatever. So, fundamental real change cannot happen within the system that we're in. We basically live in a fascist world. And I don't mean sort of the jackbooted world of the Nazis and all that stuff. Most of that's got very little to do with the classic Italian definition of fascism. All this eugenics type stuff has got nothing to do with the economics, which is basically the root of what we call fascism that originated in Italy. It's the synergy between the government and the state. It's sort of a horrible, corrupt relationship which bypasses democracy, that bypasses the will of the people by sort of a unity of government and corporate interests to achieve the ends that they want, regardless of what the plebiscite or the electorate actually want. This has been happening for a very long time, and we may have thought that we defeated fascism in World War II in 1945, but the fact is we haven't. It's just sneaked in through the back door via corporate lobbying, really. So instead of having a sort of a nationalist government, an emperor, a Napoleon type figure, or a Hitler figure, or a Stalin type figure, we now have these shadow corporatists that run the world. And they've done a very good job of hoodwinking the public and making us believe that we actually live in a democracy, but pretty much the whole world is undemocratic. And more and more people are beginning to realize this. So that's why this level of trust is plummeting. And these people are obviously worried about it. They would like the public to be fooled, to be hoodwinked, and to be quietly sedated. But they know this isn't happening. The question is, does it make any difference? The fact that we are aware that they are liars, the fact that they are controlling things, the fact that they are sort of, as usual, trying to crush the plebs, just in the same way that the feudal age was the suppression of most of society for the benefit of a very few people. The fact that we're aware of this, does it actually make any difference? The question is, what is the solution? How do we bring this to an end? So I think now we've well past the stage where most people know that governments are untrustable and unworthy of trust. And so what do we do about it? How do we change the system? Or how do we create a new system that will supplant this corrupt, rotten to the core system that we have to endure at this moment in time? If you've any thoughts on the matter, please feel free to leave a comment and like the video if you thought it was interesting, and please subscribe if you like my videos and my content. I'd very much appreciate some more subscribers. Okay, thanks for listening. That's it for now. Bye bye.